Hello everyone, I'm Jordan Kruger. Welcome to Tommy Media's The Locker Room. Coming off last weekend's Hamlin Invitational, the St. Thomas men's track and field team heads into back-to-back meets starting Thursday, including the Tomcat Twilight. Senior distance runner Fritz Alt participates in the 800-meter race, and senior Dan Kramer pole vaults and throws a javelin. I'm joined today by Coach Steve Mathre, Fritz Alt, and Dan Kramer. Thanks for joining us. Coach, you guys are coming off your first meet of the outdoor season. You know, even though they don't have team statistics from the Hamlin Invitational, how do you think your team did overall?
Well, we were pleased as a coaching staff and looking at from top to bottom, from our distance runners to our jumpers and throwers, we had very solid performances. So we think that our spring has started off on a good note.
Fritz, you finished 10th place in the 800-meter run. What do you need to do in the Tomcat Twilight to finish inside the top 10?
Well, it's a little smaller meet, so it's not going to be as great a competition, but it's still going to be hard work. So just need to run my best, and I think I'll be able to sneak in there. So should be good.
Coach, when you talk about, athletics in general, a lot of people aspire to be all-conference or all-American, but here at St. Thomas for the men's track and field program, you have the all-Mathre team. What does the student-athlete need to do to get this distinguished honor?
Well, that was a name that I didn't choose, but I think what it refers to is those athletes in a conference meet that kind of step up and find a way to score in those middle to lower places that are so important to show depth and to gain points. But basically from, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth, we score in our conference. So for those guys that can step up and reach those point totals in those positions is very, very important for us.
And then Dan, lastly, you guys are coming off 31 consecutive indoor championships. How do you carry that over to the outdoor season and then heading into the conference championships in May?
Yeah, definitely. We just keep building the momentum, keep building it every single meet, and building up those good performances and try to get as many points and as many people to the conference meet as we can, and hopefully get the next championship.
Thank you. And now it's time for this week's fan question. Dan, senior Danny Glass wants to know, how did you get into throwing the javelin?
I got into javelin through the decathlon, so it's 10 events, and the javelin's one of the events. And so then I just needed to, out of necessity, I needed to learn how to do that. But I think it's a really fun event, and it's pretty cool getting to throw the spear.
Is it tough to learn?
Yeah, it's a lot of technique. It's really technical, and you can't just muscle it like a baseball or football. You need to have good technique with it.
Well, thanks. If you have a question, tweet it to @TommyMedia. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to check Tommy Media for the latest campus news. With Coach Steve Mathre, Fritz Alt, and Dan Kramer, I'm Jordan Kruger. We'll see you next time in The Locker Room.